guys, it's Lucian. Uploading a video on time this week, I promise. So, sorry that it's pretty close to my last upload, but I'm gonna try to keep on schedule as much as I can. If I upload late, then sorry. So, this week, I just wanted to talk a little bit about how I chose my name, because I've been going through all the name changing stuff. And I do plan on making a video about that as well. But I wanted to start off with how I chose my name, because I think names are incredibly important, and it's very important. Finding your own name and choosing your own name is, I think, a very important part of transitioning, because that's your identity pretty much. It's what people are going to call you, so you're known as or by. So I think it's incredibly important. First, I'm going to say that you should not feel bad to try a bunch of different names. I've gone by quite a few different names in my lifetime. I always kind of wanted it to be similar to my old name, just because I never strongly disliked my old name. I have nothing against it. It just wasn't me. So I wanted, the name that I was choosing to kind of reflect on my old name. So, for a while, I went by a name that was part of my old name, and then I just decided to stick with the first letter, to do that sort of thing, because I felt like it would also help my parents more, than just a completely new name. There was a little bit that, I've gone by so many different names. For a very long time, I went by my last name, because it's a masculine name. It's Curtis, so it was, very masculine sounding name. So I went by that for a long time, but it's not like I was ever going to change my name to that, because then I would be Curtis, and that'd just be a little bit weird. So I always knew that I would eventually have to pick a new name. This is probably going to sound nerdy and dumb, but I looked towards film and media that I enjoy. So the first name that I went by when I very first came out was Louis, but spelled the French way, so Louis. I really, really love that name, and it allowed me to go by the nickname Lou at work, which I felt was a gender-neutral enough name that it wouldn't upset me, but also people wouldn't be confused by it, oh, you're a girl, but you have such a masculine-sounding name. As I almost said as if people would say that, but actually people comment on my name all the time at work. Not my coworkers. My coworkers are super cool, but customers all the time. Oh, is that short for something? Oh, is your name Luann or Lucille or all this stuff? And I'm like, nope, just Lou. Leave me alone. I don't know. I'm your cashier. Why are you asking me these questions? It doesn't matter. But so that worked. I could always just say, when coworkers for a while, when they first asked, I would say that's it's a nickname from my dad. That's all they needed to know. And now I'm pretty much out at work, so doesn't matter. So yeah, I went by that name for a little while, but I got annoyed because people would continually mispronounce it as Lewis, and I didn't feel, I'm not a Lewis, I'm a Louis, so I didn't like that. So then I changed my name to Lucian. I, watched a movie where that was the main character's name, and I really liked it. Still have problems with pronunciations because a lot of people want to pronounce it Lucian. I prefer Lucian, but I don't really correct people because I like how it sounds either way. It doesn't really matter. The other day I had a lady who literally pronounced it Lucy Ann the entire time. It was awful. I don't know why someone would pronounce it like that, but she did, so that was fun. Me and my boyfriend were very confused the first time that she said it, and we were like, is she talking to us? And then I realized, yes, she's talking to me. She just, feminized my name. So yeah, that's sort of how I chose my name and all that good stuff. I love my name. How I chose my middle name. My middle name was a lot more difficult. My middle name now is Nikola, like Nikola Tesla. My original middle name was Nicole, so it's basically a masculine form of my previous middle name. And I think it sounds cool as heck, Lucian Nikola Tesla. I just said my last name was Tesla. Lucian Nikola Curtis. And that's what it says on my driver's license and a lot of other stuff right now, and it makes me very happy. And I will eventually make a video about that whole process because it was a very scary process, and I'm still doing stuff. There's a lot of stuff you have to get changed over, but I will eventually make a video about how I did all that, and it'll be very exciting. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good week.